Good morning, YouTube. I welcome you back to my channel again. And what I'm doing today is, if you watch my last video, you realize that I didn't get to melt the gold because I didn't have quite enough of it. But what you're looking at here is a lot of what I do have. These are dredge cons. These are dredge cons and dry wash cons, as you can tell by the black sand. This is dredge cons, and I believe this is probably a mixture of both dredge and dry wash, and so is this. So this is a 2-gallon bucket, those others were 2-gallon buckets, and this is a 3-gallon bucket. So we have got just tons of black sand that we can run and get enough gold to do a pour. And it's going to be interesting to show a pour that this is gold that hasn't been recovered. Some of this has been sitting in the shop here for 5 years, and it's just never done anything with it, other than put it in pay dirt bags and ship it out, and then you guys get to recover it, and plus anything else I put in it. So anyhow, this will be interesting. So I'm going to put some stuff together here and we'll get going. Okay guys, this is nothing new for you. The Infinity cleanup sluice is up and running and doing a great job. This is just one of the runs. I'm not going to show you every run of all the black sand. I got the black sand all wet and jet dried and the whole bit, just like I did in all the other videos you see me using the Infinity cleanup sluice. But anyhow, we're after it, and we're going to get all this gold out of this black sand. Then when we do, I'll show you how we're going to melt that, and hopefully the electric foundry is working. So anyhow, that's it for this clip. Hey guys, we got some stuff cleaned up here, some black sand and all the cons. So what we're going to do now is weigh it and see if I'm at a gram or not. It's really hard to tell, because you got to get it out of the black sand and clean it up, and then you got to weigh it after you dry it, and this takes a while. So anyhow, this is what we're going to do. So I'm going to fire up the scale, and I think you can see that. Maybe I'll go just a touch closer. Just a touch. Whoop. That might be too big a touch. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. You can see that. So, gold boat is on. Let me get it kind of centered on there. 479. Well, that one must be a little bit bent. I'm going to tear it. Now I put all the gold in the same vial that we had with the other stuff. That's this vial here. And it still doesn't look like very much to me, but I'm hoping it's at least over a gram. I like to have like a little 1 gram gold bar. I think that would be cool. So okay, let me pour this where you can see it. And we'll just do it like they do on TV, and just gradually tap it and just let it come out. There's 5.3. Oh, it's over. It's over. How far over? Ooh, wow. That's all out of there, I think. It looks like 1.62 grams. I think that's enough to do a little bar, because you will have a little bit of loss, so maybe it'll be like a 1.5 gram bar. Alright, I'm excited. I'm ready to go ahead and try melting this. We'll see if I've got a clean crucible, and maybe we can get started yet today. Hey guys, this is the electric foundry. It's been used quite a few times. I don't know if you've seen some of my other videos using this, but it's a little worn here. It's not too bad a shape. It's fairly new, I would say, probably within a couple of years. This crucible has been used a lot, and it's pretty bad. Or it's getting that way. It's got a lot of garbage in it, so we definitely won't be using that. Yeah, so I've got a fairly new crucible here that and these are graphite crucibles. You can tell by my black fingers. We'd like to use this, but it's got some things inside of it. It might have a crack in it. I'm going to have to check this. I'll be right back. I do have the new crucible. I cleaned this out a little bit, and there's a slight crack right here on the pour spout, which I don't think that will do anything, but we'll see. So I'm going to heat this. The gold's supposed to melt at 1064. I like to be 100 over, but I got it at 1150, and that will be the max for this machine. Okay guys, I got fire brick underneath the mold. And this is the mold, and I'm thinking, I don't know, 1.5 grams. I'm going to have to measure this out before I do anything, but I'll preheat that and drive the moisture out of it, because believe it or not, this stuff sitting around in a shop like this, especially when it's humid, will attract moisture and it'll soak it. So even the fire bricks, I'll heat the fire brick and the mold and have it ready by the time the furnace is ready, and we ought to be ready to go. Okay, this is why I wanted more than 1 gram. This is everything that I had in the vial. It's empty. And I poured it in here, and it didn't hardly do anything, and it just barely fills the smallest one. So I'm guessing that's where we're going to go, and hopefully we don't lose too much. And we'll give that a go. It's about almost full to the top, almost. I'm going to do a slight regroup. I don't think I can pour that with a crucible that's that size. I can't hardly see it, so I'm going to shoot for this one here. It may be deep enough. So real close to the melting point of gold, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to lift that lid with the glove on. And you know what I'm going to do is use these others. I'm going to try to put gold in there without spilling it, so. And I'm going to lift this lid, and you can see it's very hot. Okay, she's in. Now that'll cool her down just a little bit. That wasn't too bad. Okay, what you're going to see is the crucible, and hopefully it's melting. There it is. That's what she looks inside. Don't know if you can see anything in there at all, but I think the gold, she is melting. Guys, we're just about ready. Get my gloves on, got my apron on, preheated the mold. Here we go. And she is warm. Okay, hopefully it's a good slow pour. That was a fail. Okay guys, not sure exactly what happened there, but we obviously didn't get a pour. And got some slag here of some kind. I don't know if this is what that is, if that's any of this is gold or what that is. If it is, it's going to have to be remelted. I think it's too hot to touch. Yeah, the mold is good and hot. That's about 200. These are all about 220 degrees. But I don't know what they are for sure. So let me play with this a little bit and see if I can figure this out. Because I should have been pouring gold instead of those two little drips come out. And that was gold for some reason. It acts like it wasn't liquid or it was in flux, and I didn't use any flux. It's just pure gold. Guys, that is the gold right here. And it's still, oh my God, hot. The crucible itself, right there, is still hot. I don't know what it is. Let me shoot it. My heat gun goes into overload. And if you look at the foundry itself, it's unplugged and turned off. And guess what? It's still raging hot. Okay guys, anybody with gold melting experience who's had this happen to them, I need some help. Let me know what you think happened here and how we can correct it. Maybe I should have used a ceramic crucible instead of a graphite. I don't know, I've melted a lot of copper, a lot of aluminum, a lot of brass, and a little bit of silver. And I've never had this happen before where the gold that was in the crucible kind of just disappeared. So give me a comment and tell me what you think happened here. I'd really appreciate it.